We are a couple of months ago. We haven't got a name yet. How far are we away from nailing on a name?
Hopefully, I want to know as soon as. Hopefully, in the next week or so, we'll find out who I'm fighting. Obviously, it's quite tough at these lower weights to try and get opponents for in Britain. It's normally sort of international opponents, but ideally, I want to defend my British and Commonwealth titles, and so does my management. So we're working on that just now. A few names have been mentioned, so yeah, hopefully we'll have one nailed on in the next week.
What's it like being in camp when you haven't got a name and a face to concentrate on? Obviously, you've got these titles now that you want to defend, and that's a good motivation. But what's it like when you're not training for a certain face and name?
Yeah, no, as I said previously earlier, one of the guys that it's at this stage at training camp, you're not really thinking about the guy you're fighting anyway. You're just getting into your camp. You're getting that base fitness to start your sparring, start focusing on who you're fighting in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll know who I'm fighting, so it won't make a difference anyway. But if not, you just revert back to the amateur days, and you didn't know who you were fighting until the day you were fighting. So it's just one of the things. I'll be ready as long as I'm ready. I'm fit. I'm not bothered about who's in the opposite corner of me. I'll be fully prepared and winning the fight. And
I think this is the first interview I've done with you, but you come across as a very cool, calm, collected character. Is that what you're like on fight night? Do you take that into the ring? Do you have that laser focus?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I've been since my professional debut. It was live on TV. Big audience on Josh Taylor undercard, so it's like I've really been thrown in the deep end right away, which is something I've had to deal with, and I've thrived off it. Some people would maybe let it get the better of them, but I'm thrive off it, and each time I've just been getting better and better. Obviously, my fourth fight I picked up my first title, and then I picked up the Commonwealth title in my fifth fight, and then in my eighth fight, just in my last fight there, I unified British and Commonwealth titles. So it's been a rapid progress, but it's something I wouldn't change, and for future it's the same mentality I'm going to have. I'm going to have no fears. I'm not going to knock back any challenges. I'm willing to take on any challengers, and if you don't take these risks, then you don't get these rewards, and that's what I'm willing to do.
And one of those rewards is your own development, because if you go, I know that when you first start out, you need to be matched with guys to give you ring experience, give you professional experience without the head guards and stuff. But if you are match tough like you have been in these fights early on in your career, it can only serve to help your development.
Oh, 100%. That's what I mean. It's as you just said there, you have to do it. You have to fight these guys to get the rounds, to get the experience, and as pro boxing is completely different to amateur boxing, so you do need to get used to it. But after my first fight, knocking a journeyman out in the first round, I was at my team and I was saying, listen, I want a hard fight, I want a challenge. Slight step up in my second fight, and then it was the same again in my third, and then I was right in deep end fighting for the title, IBF World Youth title in my fourth fight, and I would have it no any other way. Obviously everybody's different, but me myself, I like challenges. I like being put in the deep end, because that's where I come out the best.
I was speaking to another fighter, I can't remember who it was one of the Olympians, and I was trying to work out why don't great amateurs make great fighters. And one thing that we discussed was sometimes it comes down to toughness.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? Like, do you find it much physically draining as a pro?
Yeah, definitely it is. That's like you just said there. It's amateurs and professional. It's completely different. You could be a world class amateur, but then you could come in pros and you could lose in your debut. We've seen it happen. Roberto Ramirez, Olympic champion from Cuba, signed with top rank, had his professional debut. I can't remember when it was, maybe in the last year anyway, and ended up losing it. He lost. So it just shows you that it's different in the pros. It's obviously you do need that talent, but you need a heart. Like you need to be able to dig deep sometimes, and I feel like that's my biggest strength is my heart. I can dig really deep, and there's no quitting me whatsoever. So it's something that I'll take with me right until the very end of my career. I'll never be a quitter. No chance.
That's certainly not all talk. We could just take your last fight against Kash Farooq's example. It was a gruelling affair. What are your reflections on it? Because I know you had some stuff going into that fight. Yeah, just give it a whole, that whole night. How do you sum it up?
It was, first of all, an absolutely fantastic fight. Something I'm proud to be a partner to put on a fight like that. Here in Scotland, 2 young unbeaten fighters putting it all on the line, so respect to Kash Farooq for doing that also. Gruelling, as you just said, absolutely gruelling during it. Fights I like to be involved in, though I like having to dig deep, and we've both done that, both left it all in the ring. I got the decision, split decision. There was opinions on the fight, obviously. People thought Kash Farooq won the fight, which I can accept by a round or 2 if they want to say that, but it was, in my opinion, certainly nowhere near a robbery. There's robberies in boxing, and I just don't think that was. Something I would like to put right. I would be open to a rematch definitely if that's what my team planned for me. Then I'll be more than ready for that. But just reflecting on it, a fantastic night, a weekend I'll never forget for me and my family, definitely.
Just finally, you're an unbeaten fighter. There's a lot made of keeping your row these days. Is that something you think about? Is that something do you think? Obviously, you don't want to go out and think you're going to lose. But do you think I need to keep on with that?
Well, I don't know. Not for me, because there is fighters like that, as you just said, that I just want to keep that. I just want to be unbeaten. Well, that's not my mentality, because I wouldn't have took these fights that I've took in my career if I wanted that, because these fights I could potentially have lost, but I'm not scared to lose, and that's what I feel like a lot of fighters' problems are, and they won't get these rewards what I'm getting, because they don't want to lose the row. Whereas with me, I'm not scared to lose. I'm going to take these risks and I'm going to get these rewards. Obviously, I'll prepare. No way in hell am I wanting to lose, but I ain't scared, and that's why I feel like I'm getting these rewards, because I'm taking the risks and they're paying off, and other fighters aren't willing to do that.
It's a great attitude that I think will serve you well. Just very finally, give us your dream fight in your division now. If you could fight anyone in the division, who would it be?
Right about now, like at this, being realistic, I would love to challenge for the European title against Mcgregor, French kid. He's with MTK as well, so that fight can definitely be made. Possibly could have been made for this show here in May, but unfortunately not just yet. But it's a fight I'm chasing, and hopefully we can get that on sometime this year.
Plenty of time. Mcgregor, thanks for speaking to pro boxing fans, and best of luck. Hope to speak to you again.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.